What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more U2. And we're up to the penultimate tune on Achtung Baby, and it's Acrobat. So, okay, I will note it's a single word title. Those are tough to get a read on, even when the word is very clear or has a very specific meaning, because there's no additional context. I feel like that's the case we're in here. And Acrobat, someone who uses flexibility and or athleticism to display not only physical prowess, but also a degree of artistry, which is, I think, the essence of gymnastics, or acrobatics, the combining of physical strength with a degree of artistic expression. So in that regard, I do wonder whether the acrobat is a character in the story, whether they actually are an acrobat, whether this is emotional acrobatics, the ability to maneuver and leap or otherwise engage in movements emotionally that are responsive to the world around, or that are very deft and precise. And of course, there might be some other meaning that is not immediately apparent to me. I will try to follow along as I can. This is U2, the track is Acrobat, and it's from their 1991 album Achtung Baby. masterpiece. That's just a masterpiece. I mean, okay, so it starts and I'm enjoying the, like, shuffling. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the rhythm was kind of free flowing. Like everything was rhythmically sound, but it was like it was unmoored from the like hard bar to bar like expected beats. Like the way Bono was singing, even sort of the percussive rhythm seemed again in time, but like flowing across the borders between the bars. And then Edge's guitar, especially in that latter minute or two, where it was like really intense and almost like an electrical signal, but there was melody and there was an intensity to it. And then the overall atmosphere of the tune was not only very significant, but again, it's like in a way, it captures the level and scope of earlier U2 albums and songs, but with an edge to it. And again, that's like the third time I've ended up saying that, but I don't mean it as a pun. But yeah, there's like a raw intensity to it that is a bit different from the earlier albums. And someone left a comment, I think it was a quote from Bono, that, you know, this album was like four men burning down the Joshua tree. And I get that, and yet, again, I think there is also continuity. But like in a song like this, it's definitely, there's just this, I don't know, grit, there's this layer to it, or this feeling to it that is definitely different. And I think Edge's guitar in this one encapsulates that better. It's not shimmering, it's not sort of that bright, floaty guitar. It's this really wicked and yet still melodic and emotional guitar playing. And, you know, those drum flourishes very much, you know, keeping me engaged, like, rhythmically. And again, Bono's vocals, like, they just, you know, not only are they, like, rhythmically dynamic, but just, you know, his ability to capture the intensity and the emotion that I'm hearing in the other parts of the song is fantastic. And yeah, like, it sounds like it is about, you know, getting out of this malaise, or, you know, getting away from feeling the way you should be. I mean, the line specifically about I must be an acrobat, to talk like this while I'm acting like this. It sounds like he's saying, like, you should do this, or, you know, it's maybe normative, but he's also having to act in a way, or maybe, you know, speaking as if everything is fine, but acting as if, you know, he is responding to the intensity. And there was a line at the end about, like, you know, you're gonna, like, find your own way out of this. So the idea is that maybe the current status quo or situation is untenable in a longer sense. So again, I don't know if this is a societal critique. I don't know if this is, like, about them and the idea that, you know, they had to, you know, find a new way, or to, you know, burn down what was there. So yeah, it's a really, like, poetic set of lines that I caught, and I didn't catch everything. But just the experience of the tune, the feeling of the tune, striking, really fantastic, like, instant masterpiece, and one that I will re-listen to probably later tonight, certainly in the next few days, and just, you know, sort of digest some more and let it wash over me. But a really fantastic track, and again, even though there's aspects of it, Bono's voice maybe being the most obvious example, that you can, you know, hear it, and even if you had only heard the earlier U2 albums, you could say, like, oh, it's clearly U2, but there's definitely something different there, and this track, I think, really encapsulated that. So, looking forward to the last track on the album. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.